Binance is the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange, but we aspire to much more. Our vision is of a world where your money is free. That means freedom of choice, exchange, and transaction. That's why, with the Binance Decentralized Exchange, fiat on-ramps around the globe, and an entire blockchain ecosystem fueled by Binance Chain, we're working to bring the freedom of money to anyone, anywhere. Binance. Exchange the world.
Manager to finance the newly opened yoga studio he co-owns with his girlfriend. However, lately Daniel finds himself wary she may be fraternizing with the recently hired yoga instructor. Recognizing a need for assistance from the professionals at Cheaters, Daniel comes in to request the truth. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
The business venture me and Kelly have started is actually a yoga company. She's a huge fitness fanatic, and so am I, and I just thought that was a great way for us to put our love into something that we really, truly love. But after a couple of months into the business, things started to change.
Kelly Delgado, age 26, a yoga studio co-owner suspected of adding an instructor to teach her some new but unacceptable stretches. After a short briefing on the particulars of the case, Cheaters deploys a team of investigators to the home the suspect shares with Daniel. Before long, Cheaters' agents spot the suspect leaving the home. She arrives at an affluent bank and greets an unknown male with a big hug. Paperwork in hand, the two traipse inside. A short while later, the pair go back outside. The two get into the companion's vehicle, and she and the mysterious partner drive away.
When I noticed some changes in the relationship was when Kelly started not replying back to my texts, my phone calls. She would just ignore it for hours. I've noticed that she's been putting a lot more hours into the business than she should, because I'm the owner of the business and she's just the assistant. I believe that she's been less intimate with me and she's avoiding to have sex with me, so she's staying longer hours.
Suspect Delgado and her lunch date arrive at an upscale restaurant. Taking a table on the patio, the pair chat and laugh over the meal. After finishing, the twosome walk out to his car and leave. Delgado returns to the bank. Upon arriving at her parked car, the suspect leaps out and gives her private partner a goodbye hug. Delgado then returns home to a neglected Daniel.
Just the way I've treated her, I did nothing but give her all my love, all my heart, and I need to know what's going on because I just love her.
Cheaters detectives continue their watch of the suspect. Delgado drives to Daniel's day job and goes inside. After speaking with Daniel for a few minutes, Delgado leaves. Tailed by a Cheaters team, she arrives at a shopping center. The suspect goes upstairs where she meets the man from previous surveillance, now identified by Cheaters as Todd Minzer. Delgado and Minzer get into his sedan and drive to another shopping center. The pair innocently look at other spaces for rent, but Delgado's deceit runs high, as shown when the couple make it back to Minzer's car. Delgado pauses for a quick covert smooch before getting into the sedan. As the sun sets on the illicit pair, Minzer drops the suspect off at her vehicle, and then Delgado drives home to a trusting Daniel. Cheaters detectives spot the suspect leaving in her SUV. Delgado drives to an unknown residence, which further investigation reveals belongs to her companion. Minzer greets the suspect at the door and allows her entry. A short time later, Delgado and her limber companion emerge from the building. Delgado allows Minzer to whisk her away to a Mexican restaurant. The pair go inside and grab a cozy booth. The suspect may claim innocence, however, her actions come across as too familiar and flirty. Sometime later, the two-timing twins finish their meal and, satisfying their hunger but not their cravings for each other, the suspect and her guru drive all the way to Minzer's residence. There, the suspect accompanies her lover inside. A few hours later, a disheveled Delgado leaves, returning home to a distraught Daniel. Cheaters wraps up the case and proceeds to collate all the facts for Daniel. Coming up, the confrontation.
With the suspect's devious backroom business meetings now coming to light, Cheaters calls upon Daniel. As growing apprehension grips his heart, Daniel mans up and forces himself to view the truth. First thing I'd like to say, Daniel, is thank you for coming out today. Sure. I understand that you've been having some issues with your relationship.
Yeah.
As you know, we have conducted our investigation.
Okay.
My question for you is, are you prepared to see what we have come up with?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
On this day of our investigation, we are following Kelly from her home. She arrives at your work. Do you remember this day?
Yes. She dropped off some paperwork that she had to sign for the yoga company.
Okay, so after she received that paperwork from you, she then arrives at this shopping center. She parks her vehicle, walks up the stairs, and begins to canvass different empty stores. That's when we see her greeted by this gentleman. Do you know him?
That is Todd.
Who's Todd?
Todd is my business partner for my yoga business. I hired him just to help us out with me and Kelly.
Okay, well, continuing on, they walk down the stairs, get into Todd's vehicle, and they leave the shopping center. A few moments later, they arrive at another shopping center, look into a couple empty windows, and that's when Kelly receives a phone call, Daniel. What you're about to hear is audio from that phone call.
Okay.
You tell me if you remember this.
Sure.
Hey, babe. How are you? I'm good. What are you up to? I'm actually checking out a studio space. It's pretty cool. I think you should check it out. Yeah, for sure. I definitely need to make some time for that. Have you talked to Todd earlier? No. I tried to get him on the phone and just not picking up. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to give you a call. Yeah, definitely. Let him know. I'll see you later tonight. Okay. I'll see you later. Love you. All right. Love you too.
I knew there was something wrong.
After finishing up the phone call with you saying, I love you too, her and Todd proceed to go behind this Suburban.
They're kissing?
Up against the wall, they begin to make out.
Oh my God.
And that's where business becomes a lot more. At this point in time, he drops her back off at her car, and she leaves. Continuing our investigation, Daniel, we are outside of your residence. A few moments later, we see Kelly walk out, get into her vehicle, and she leaves. A short time later, she arrives at this residence.
That's Todd's place. Yeah, I recognize that place.
They go inside for a few moments, and a short time later, they exit, get into Todd's vehicle, and they leave. As our detectives follow them, they arrive at a restaurant. That's when we see the two of them walking inside, holding hands.
Holding hands.
They then share a meal together, being very playful, laughing, smiling at each other. She keeps touching his head.
So touchy? What is going on here?
After finishing up their meal, being rather touchy, a while later, he walks her out to his vehicle, opens the door for her, she gets in, and they leave together. That's when they return to Todd's residence, and we have the two of them walking inside together. And a few hours later, Kelly emerges, walks to her vehicle, and returns home for the evening.
I can't. I feel betrayed by both.
I have intel from my detective that they are at Todd's residence together.
Okay.
So why don't we get on the road, get out of the cold,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we'll get some intel from our detective when we get on the location. You okay with that?
Yes, I'm pumped.
Daniel, right this way.
Let's do this.
So you started this with the intentions of wanting to do something new, something different.
Something different, something to get us closer together, save some money, just have a better life. And I promised her it would work out, and I get betrayed and backfired on me, obviously.
Okay, well, we're coming up to our location right now. Let's go ahead and stage for a minute until we hear from our detective. Okay, man, you know what? We've been sitting here for almost an hour now. This is what I want to do. We got a crew. Ryan, you back there? She's not? Where is she, in the second van?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go grab her. Let's mic her up. Let's send her to the back of the house. Wait right here. I'll be right back. So what I want to do is, we're going to walk up this way. I want you to go behind the house, and I want you to knock on the door and say that there's a kitten stuck in their tree. And you're going to lead them out. We're going to be in the back alley. Right when you walk out is when I'm going to send him in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, let's go right this way. Come on. Come on, Daniel.
Hello?
Hi, hey, I was just walking back there and I saw there's like a kitten stuck in a tree right back there. I didn't know if you guys maybe had a ladder or something I could borrow to try to get it down. It's so small and it's so cold out here that I don't...
Yeah, it is.
What is it? A kitten. All right, I think it was this tree right up there.
You son of a bitch! What?
What the hell's wrong with you? Oh my...
Pull apart. Break it up fast.
Joey!
Kelly. Kelly.
What the hell? Hey!
Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You doing with Todd?
Todd. Isn't that your business partner?
Yeah.
Coming up, the conclusion.
They are at Todd's residence together.
You son of a bitch! What you doing with Todd?
Todd, isn't that your business partner?
Yeah.
You don't call me? You don't text me back? Where you been? I saw the footage.
What footage?
What footage?
We're working.
Working. Working on what? Kissing? Going on dates?
We're working on a cookie. Come on.
Kissing, going on dates?
No.
Hey, Todd, let me talk to you for a second, Todd. Come here. Let me talk to you for a second, Todd. Come. Get off me. You come on. You get. Oh. I wish you would. Yeah, that's why you need security. Come on, Todd.
Not doing anything.
You're a big boy,
You're not
right?
doing anything?
Big boy.
Inside, we're working on
Big
a
boy.
contract. I'll show you. Come on.
What contract you working on?
Just.
You working on with
No,
Todd?
Todd? Stop!
Kelly, what you wanted? Is this the contract that they're working on?
No, I'll show you. Can we just go inside, please? Just stop!
Okay, fine. Listen. If we go inside, can you guys talk like civil people? Hey, can everyone here? Let's go inside. I will show you what I'm talking about.
No idea what y'all are doing there, but keep going. What is wrong with you?
Let's start from the very beginning here.
We're working on a contract.
We have contracts right here, man. See this? This is for our
This is
business.
not no damn contract. You're touching my girl? You're talking to my girl?
Hey, you guys, can we all just be a little level-headed here and just stop for a second?
No, you.
Listen to me.
You came in here.
This is what's going on.
Anything.
I have you on tape making out
Kelly.
with Todd here.
No. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Todd, do you remember these
You lied
days?
second.
Look at this.
You're gonna lie to me in my face.
Do you guys remember
What I'm
these
talking
days?
about. Look at this.
We went to the bank.
You went to the bank, correct?
Went to the bank.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. You got the papers of the bank. I understand that. There's one thing I have a little bit of a problem with, and it's right about here.
Oh.
What was that? What went wrong? What happened?
What?
With this. With you standing next to another man, lying to your boyfriend of 3 years, saying that you don't know where his business partner is. When you're out, making out with him, going to restaurants, sharing meals.
I was gonna start a shoot with
It's all
you.
your fault.
What are you? What? Everybody needs to get out of my house.
Tell me exactly
okay?
what happened, though. Before we leave,
Nobody
I just
wants
want
to
to
be
get
in
your
your
story.
house.
I have another question for you. This evening, when she came to your residence and stayed for a few hours.
She quit her job so that we could focus on the business.
Yeah, focus
You're not.
on you.
You
Go
gotta
ahead.
focus on your
I
business.
don't want to go with him.
So what exactly happened between the two of you? Obviously, you've been in business for what, 3 months trying to get this yoga studio going. I get it. What went wrong? What happened? What happened?
Nothing
Yes,
went
he
wrong.
happened.
Okay,
Yes.
look.
You.
No.
Yes.
Wait. What? What?
Yes.
Let's get one thing straight. Who romanced who and how did it happen?
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
You
Let me tell you this.
This isn't about a blame game. This isn't about a blame game.
Okay, stop.
Todd, Kelly, listen, Kelly.
Unbelievable.
Todd, Kelly, listen.
Look.
It's not a blame game. I just want an answer. That's all.
Okay. I'm a yoga instructor, all right?
No, you're a piece of... That's what you are. You're not
Man,
instructor, man.
don't talk to me like that in my house.
Tell me what the to do.
Don't talk to me like that.
First you kiss my girl, and then you're trying to.
You talk to me like that again, I'm gonna break your face.
You're gonna break my face. You're gonna break my face. I'll open your 5 insurance, you piece of...
Continue with what you were going to say. So what happened? If there's any time that you have a chance to tell the truth.
Yeah. Okay, let's go outside. Can we go outside?
That's fine. Let's get some fresh air. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, let's go outside. Let's just talk outside. I need fresh air anyways. Piece of... Go outside.
Just stop, please. Don't fight.
I'm not gonna fight.
You signed a contract.
I signed the contract? I signed the contract?
This man loved you. And is this what you wanted to happen? People make mistakes. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect.
You made the mistake.
Listen,
I didn't make a mistake.
Listen, everyone makes mistakes. Todd, it's fine. It's not about the mistake. I'm just trying to figure out why it happened.
Okay, you know what, guys? I'm done. I'm done with this.
Done with what?
I'm going inside. If you guys don't leave, I'm going to call the cops.
Call the cops, man. You don't need to call the cops.
I'm calling the cops. Just get off my property, okay?
Instead of holding on to him, why don't you explain to him what you've done wrong?
Explain to me. Not one time in the past 3 years have I even considered cheating on you, and you just do it just behind my back like it's a big joke. Well, guess what? You're the joke. I'm done. I gotta go. Can't do this anymore.
Just please.
Go. Unbelievable. I can't do this.
I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry.
I don't wanna.
I want to talk to you.
Kelly, I'm going to have to ask you to get out of the van. You can't come with us.
Yeah, I want to go with you.
Kelly, get out.
And we're going to have to escort you out of the van.
No, I want to
Kelly.
talk to you without
I can't do this.
I want to talk to you without all these people in front of us. Damn it! Why the did you have to bring them?
Because you're a liar. You're just a liar. That's all you do is lie. So go ahead, be with your yoga man. Go ahead, leave.
I want to be with him.
If you want to talk to him with no cameras around, let me get him out of here. Let me get him out of here, and then he can come back and choose to talk to you if he wants to.
I'm not talking to you, Kelly. Get out of the damn van.
Kelly.
Go. Just go.
I promise I will have him contact you. All right? That's all I can say at this point in time. You need to be held accountable for your mistakes. And that was the biggest one.
Nothing but dead to me.
Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
She was with your son, and they went and put him in a stroller, coming up and kind of went walking with him.
Oh, hell no. Just holding my son.
Do I need to pull out my legal permit gun and pull it on all of y'all to get away from my house?
Welcome. I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching this installment of Cheaters. Meet Charlene Massey, a young mother dedicated to raising her family with fiancé Zachariah. With their wedding day approaching, Charlene senses a distracting influence on her intended and enlists cheaters to uncover the source.
Charlene Massey, age 20, hairdresser who suspects her fiancé is cutting out on her and their 9-month-old son.
Well, that was at the very beginning. I didn't really care for him then. It was just sex. But then once I started caring for him, he said he wasn't seeing anyone else. I mean, me and him would always go out together to the club, and we'd go home. I'd stay the night with him every single night. But then once I got pregnant, then he said he loved me and he wanted me to move in, and he proposed to me. But then the whole cheating thing kept going on, so we just never did it. And he's talked about us getting married since then, but, you know, there's a whole trust thing going on. So we're not going to get married till I know for a fact that he's faithful. Well, when he cheated on me the first time when I was pregnant, that was when we were actually together, fixing to get engaged. And he came home at 8 o'clock in the morning and said he had been at a friend's house, which I knew he was lying. I was trying to stay calm, but I couldn't, you know, because I didn't want to go into early labor or anything. But it didn't go very well. I mean, he was just like, I'm sorry. It only happened this one time. It just happened, and I will leave with no doubt. Because he said he's been faithful since Jaden's been born, and if he hasn't, seeing what I had to go through to have his son, because I went through a lot to have him. It wasn't no easy thing. I mean, he even told me to come get my stuff one day, and then when I tried to leave, he wouldn't let me.
Really?
Yeah, because he knows that I'm loyal. That's why he wants me to stay.
Zachariah Lytle, age 21, a golf attendant suspected of caddying for more than one woman. Investigation day 1. Cheaters crews tail Lytle to a popular nightclub called Spy. Thursday night is deemed sex night, and Lytle knows he is forbidden to attend. While Massey is at home taking care of their newborn son, Lytle is flirting and fondling away. Investigation day 4. Lytle is supposed to be out with a group of friends, but Cheaters' cameras document otherwise. Lytle is spotted with 22-year-old Crystal Dudley. It appears the two play house with Charlene's son. Lytle leaves Son and Dudley together as he wanders off to play elsewhere in the restaurant. Cheaters' detectives close in on Lytle and find him in circumstances much different than those he describes to Charlene on the phone.
Who went with y'all last night?
Who went with me last night? Me and Dave.
Hadar didn't go?
Hadar went. Adrian went. Jessica went.
Jessica Stewart and Jessica?
No, another Jessica, not redheaded Jessica, one of Aisha's friends.
In the real world, Lytle is caught on camera dining out with a double date. After dinner, Lytle heads home with both Dudley and an unknown companion to play house with his 9-month-old son. Cheaters' surveillance records Lytle and Dudley taking a moonlit stroll with the baby in tow. For Cheaters, this case is an easy one to crack. No further surveillance is needed to put an end to Lytle's flirting and fun. After the break, the confrontation.
With Zachariah's inappropriate behavior recorded on video, Cheaters inform Charlene of the devastating truth. Seeing her well-planned family taken away from her, Charlene swiftly responds to the threat.
We have caught him with someone else.
Okay,
As you suspected.
I want to see this.
Remember the time he told you he went to Friday's?
Yeah.
First lied with his buddy, and then went with the 6 girls?
Yeah, that's him.
There wasn't 6 girls. There was 1 girl and him. And he actually was there with his...
Is that the girl right there?
Yes, that's the girl. The toughest thing about this footage is he had your little boy with him.
Oh, hell no. Just holding my son.
And they went and put him in a stroller coming up and kind of went walking with him.
She just kissed my son. So can we confront him tonight or no?
Yeah, we can. They're not at the apartment. The detective is on him right now.
Zach's not at the apartment?
No, they're driving somewhere, but we're following him. And we can go talk to her if you want first.
Talk to her now?
If you want.
I want to talk to her now and then
Find
I
out
want to go
the
where
truth.
he is right now.
We can do that.
Okay, let's go.
Would you like to talk to
I
her?
want to go. Let's go now.
But you got to stay in this second lane. Don't go over yet. You're not.
Hold on, don't go yet.
To me? Again.
Just stay right here in this lane.
I'll go over.
Okay, you're clear. Crystal? Hi, my name's Tommy from the TV show Cheaters, and you've been seeing a fellow named Zach.
You've been seeing my fiance Zach and holding my son?
Yeah.
So you knew about me?
No. Oh, well, somewhat.
Well, either you do or you don't. You either know about me or you don't.
Charlene.
There's no way around it. Either you know about me.
I know he doesn't want to be with you.
Did you know that he was engaged to her?
No.
And they were going to get married?
We're supposed to be married this summer. Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Did he ever mention that he had a fiance?
He said that he had a girlfriend that he was living with, but he wasn't happy with one of the things.
Right.
He's not faithful to her.
He's not faithful to her?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to be with her. That's what he says.
Do I just tell him to come over here, or what?
No, you just go up and talk to him. Okay, ready? Ready? Let's go.
Honey, come here, honey. Why don't you explain to me what's been going on? I'm gonna give you a chance to come clean with me right now.
Been out to dinner?
What about Wednesday night, honey?
What is this?
What about Wednesday night?
Nothing happened Wednesday
Don't
night.
tell me that, because I already have proof. I have it on tape. You were kissing that other girl, Crystal, I believe her name is, and she was holding my son, kissing my son, and I sat there and watched you kiss her, and she was in at our house. I have it on tape. What do you want? I have it on tape. I have proof. I've already talked to her.
Zach, we're from
I've
the
already
TV
been to
show
her house.
Cheaters.
Why can't you just tell me the truth? That's all I've ever asked from you. If you didn't want to be with me, why didn't you just tell me? I thought you were faithful to me.
She was telling us that you were pursuing her and calling her on the phone, wanting to go out with her. She said that you've been pursuing other women as well.
She said you invited her to a concert tonight.
Uh-huh.
What concert would that be?
I didn't know that hanging out with the other
You're not just hanging out. You're keeping it from me, going behind my back and with other girls.
I am not.
So just calling her, going out on dates.
I didn't say that's necessarily right, but as far as the accusations of cheating, that's not true.
But when you're walking around with someone else in your arms,
right.
You're calling them and pursuing them, and pursuing many girls.
Right.
That's pretty devastating when you've asked her to marry you, for God's sakes.
Right.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Going out and having fun with girls that's not something I was going to rule out, because I do have fun.
Let me ask you, do you want to stay in the relationship?
I don't know. This is ridiculous.
You don't feel bad about
yes, I feel
calling
bad.
other women
Yes, I feel
and
bad.
pursuing
yes,
them?
I do.
Did you plan on talking to her at all, or just keeping up the facade and dating
Well, I
other
wouldn't really
people?
call it a facade and dating other people.
But
going out, walking around with a girl in a club, doing things like that, that's not necessarily
Holding
right, but
hands?
That's not a sin.
Do you love her?
Yeah. But there's no...
You shouldn't have to think of whether you...
I don't have to think. Yes,
You
I
just
do.
did think.
Yes, I do love you.
But you were telling other women that you didn't love her and that you were with her only for your son's sake.
I've tried to get out numerous times, and
I left you and you begged me to come back.
I'm not going to make excuses. She says she already has all she has, so all I'm asking is time to speak to my fiance.
You don't think I deserve for you to be honest to me after 2 years when that's all I've ever asked from you and you can't even do that? And then and you're telling me you're escorting girls at clubs and I see you holding, you just said yourself it wasn't right, so therefore it's wrong.
And you can take my son away from me because I'm damn sure never going to be around you or him ever again. Television show helps you out. Helps you ruin your family.
They didn't ruin my family.
Okay, well,
You're
they made it
dishonest,
stronger.
they did.
Okay, well, they made it stronger. And this is how our relationship ends.
All you had to ever do was be honest with
So
me.
this is how it ends. This is how our family ends.
All right. Thanks. Are you gonna go back to your house?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go pack a bag and go.
So we're gonna follow her.
Okay, she's
to
going
her
to-
place. She's gonna take her car.
Okay.
To her place and get some stuff.
Okay.
And then she's gonna leave.
Okay.
We're gonna follow her over. Just make sure she's at home by herself. I mean, gets everything out of her house and she leaves before he comes back because he's walking. She's gonna take the car.
She's gonna walk out. He's gonna
He
walk
is.
They're walking home.
Why are you people in my house?
We're trying to prevent any domestic
Okay, cool. Okay. There is no domestic violence in here. Just out of my house. I can't walk in my front door. I didn't touch her. And I had no intention of touching her. Then you out of my house. This is not your home. This is not your house. Is that what I need to do? Is that what I need to do? I'm just curious. Because I haven't laid a hand on any of you. Do I need to pull out my legal permit gun and pull it on all of y'all away from my house?
Can you hear him?
That would be a problem. You don't want to do that. Just try to take it easy for a minute, and this will all be over.
in my apartment. I don't know any of you people.
As soon as she gets her stuff.
She's not coming. She's talking to me right now.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all go back there and talk then.
You're right.
All we're trying to do is let her get a key.
She's not coming. How many times do I have to tell you that? She's staying here and talking to me. That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time.
We need to hear that. Would you ask her to come up?
Would you like me to bring her out here and tell you that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Want to talk for a second?
No, this is a friend. You would like to speak with.
Are you all right? Are you getting your stuff still?
Okay, hold on
Ongoing?
just 1 second.
I'll have to have the keys.
Your car keys?
It's the police department.
Where are they?
Zach.
I still have them.
He won't give them back to you?
It's not that I'm not going to give them to her. She can leave. I'm talking to her without 100 people.
But she would like to leave. So if you'll give her her keys, then she can go. Oh, okay.
I'm going to leave after I talk to him.
Okay. So you want
Okay,
us?
so you don't need us here.
Do you want us to leave you here?
I'm not a psycho.
You
That's
don't,
fine.
You don't want us here, so we'll go ahead and go.
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Good deal.
He has copies coming, so
Okay. Do you mind if we wait outside to the parking lot till you leave?
it's fine.
Okay. We'll wait for you down here.
Well, they've agreed to leave now because my fiance gave them consent to leave.
Coming up next, Cheaters revisits a previous case.
After the confrontation, Charlene and Zach struggle with what to do next. At the end of the episode, find out if Charlene can give Zach a second chance. But now, Cheaters takes a look back at the Patricia Major case. Patricia remarks on her life since the confrontation.
Patricia Major, age 27. Patricia visits with Cheaters to better explain that ominous day of the confrontation.
When we first came up on my husband, I was devastated. I couldn't believe that everything that I thought could be going on was going on. And I just couldn't believe that he could be disrespectful towards me like that out of my presence.
I ain't been messing around.
Oh, yes, you have.
Hey,
yes, you have.
I haven't been messing around.
You have been messing around. Who did take? Oh, he's been married for over 10 years. Yes, ma'am. So that's you the one that's been coming up here visiting him on a regular basis? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, yes, ma'am.
We saw you leaning in the car kissing the young lady.
No. What you seen, what you think you seen, what you didn't see.
He was dishonest because he thinks he's slick. And, you know, like most men, you know, they think they can get away with a lot of things. And that's what, I mean, David is always known to be dishonest. He'll lie right in my face. That's the reason why I had the actions taken that I did, because I know he is capable of lying to me in my face.
I've been having him watch for the last 2 weeks. So I've been knowing what you've been doing. And he's a broke that barely pays his bills. I'm the one that he paid half of the damn rent. I pay child care. I'm the one that puts the food in the house, pay light bill. You got a broke man that should have had it at home with his wife.
Well, I tell you one thing, whatever he was looking for, I don't know if he found it or not, but I tell you, he lost a lot behind it. That's the only thing I can say. And my only advice to him is that he needs to do unto others as he want others to do unto him. And then that way he would be able to succeed the things that he wants in mind. Because I don't know what it is that he out there looking for. Because what I saw, it wasn't worth it.
Why she still here? She worried about her man?
Put the cameras in my face one more time. I'll break them.
So now you want to get an assault charge. Now you finna be on TV, go to jail for an assault charge.
Well, the emotions I was going through at that particular time when he walked towards me in the van and wanted to speak with me, I didn't want that person in my presence. I didn't want to see him. I just really didn't want to talk to him. I didn't have any words from him. So my emotions was just like, please get far away from me as you can.
You was kissing on the woman. She very admitted that you guys have been kissing, showing affection. You have called her, she have called you, and that's all I need to know. You ain't got to be going over there dipping and dabbing in her stuff for me to know that you cheating on me.
So that's what you got to say about that.
That's what I got to say about that.
I would recommend it to anybody who's serious with their relationship and has given their all, and then they find this individual that's not putting in the same amount, then yes, I would advise them to do what I did to find out the truth. Because there's too much going on in the world for you to be wasting your time with somebody that's not gonna give you the same respect that you would give to them.
Has been slain.
The shadow approaches.